Morning all. Well, I'm not too sure about this. I'm up on this is a creek I go to. I wouldn't say a lot, but every now and then, but I'm quite a bit higher on it than I normally go. Now we got a couple issues today. One being, I forgot my tripod, so I'm only going to be filming next to big rocks. And number two, the wind's blowing pretty good, so I'm not too sure how the sound's going to work. Right now I'm in a really good protected area. But today's plan is we don't have a whole lot of time today. We only got a few hours, but I'm dying to do a little prospecting, so I thought I'd grab the metal detector and see if we can find some gold, do a little crevicing with the metal detector. So without further ado, let's do a little detecting. Well, we got several good targets, one iron target, all in one small area right there. So I think I'm going to grab the crevice tool and the pan, and I'm just going to dig everything up right in that one spot because it seems to be dropping right there in that spot. We'll just dig it all up, pan it, and see if we got any gold in there. Now all this light stuff on the surface, I'm just going to get rid of. Okay, right here where I got that target, looks like we got a nice little crack. Well, the gravel's packed real good. That's a good sign. Now, what I wanted to show you here is these two cracks were covered up by that gravel. I had no idea they were here, and this is where I was getting those targets. So it really pays to take your brush and clean the gravel off real well, and that way you can see everything that's any little crack that's in there. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and dig these out. Okay, you can see here, first pan, 3 pieces of lead and a little bit of flood gold. So we're on the board, we got gold. Okay, let's do a little more detecting. Well, I got a spot here that I've got targets all over. So I think what I'm going to do is just shut off the metal detector and we're just going to clean this whole area up. They're probably all little pieces of lead like the last one, but if the lead's dropping, you know the gold's dropping. So let's see if there's any gold dropping. Now what I wanted to show you here is right in here, this is all flat bedrock in here. And right here we have just a little bit of gravel. Now normally it doesn't look like there's anything there, but I'm getting a good target right down in here. So we're going to clean this out, and I'm guessing there's probably a little catch down in there. It's got either a piece of gold or a piece of lead. One thing I wanted to cover real quick is metal detectors. Now, doing what I'm doing today, I'm not actually looking for individual pieces of gold. I'm working the bedrock where the river has washed this bedrock, and I'm just looking for heavy metal objects, preferably lead, because the lead and the gold, they travel together. Now, so you don't need the best metal detector there is to find pieces of lead. But you do need a metal detector that's able to handle the highly mineralized ground you'll find down here on the river. Now, right here in this spot where I'm working, I have two completely different types of bedrock. I have this kind of an orange colored bedrock, which has hardly any mineralization at all in it. And right next to it, I got real black bedrock, which is highly mineralized to the point where my TDI is even giving me some funny signals. So when you're out metal detecting, you got to decide what you're looking for. Are you just looking for a good spot to dig, or are you looking for individual nuggets? Now, if you're looking for individual nuggets, you might want to get a little better metal detector. Okay, I'm going to dig this out, see what's in here. Okay, well, got her dug out. I didn't see anything while I was digging. Let's pan it down, see what we got. Got one nice little hunk of lead, couple hunks of lead in there. But the gold is getting bigger. We're on the right track. We're getting a little bit larger gold. But boy, there's a lot of lead in here. I think they fished this river quite a bit because these have all been sinkers. Okay, I'm gonna grab the detector and see if we can find us another little patch and see if we can find that elusive nugget. You can see here we got some nice hunks of lead and a few pieces of gold there. Okay, well, you'll notice that in that last pan, we've got larger hunks of lead. We're getting more lead in each crevice, and the gold's getting bigger. So we're definitely heading in the right direction. So I'm going to grab the detector, and we're going to keep working upstream, checking these crevices out. Well, I got a target over here, and there really isn't even a crevice. It's just a target, and I couldn't figure out, there's nothing there. Well, I'll show you that in a minute. But anyway, I started scratching around, and I see a little glint of gold down in there. So I think we got our first piece of gold we might be able to pick up. Okay, let me show you what I'm talking about. You can see, basically, there's no cracks or crevices. There's just a few, little catches here and there, but there's no gravel, anything really to draw your eye to this. So this is one of the beauties of the metal detector, that you can go over this real quick. Well, right here is where I was getting that target. And now I can see right there a little piece of gold. Let me give you a close-up. Okay, this is not going to be easy to do while holding the camera. If I can break that open. And right there, we have a piece of gold. See if I can pull that out of there. This is hard to do with the camera. All right, that's a nice little piece. That's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Our first nugget. Well, that's a nice little piece. Did not expect it. It was a little bigger than I thought it was going to be. I figured it was just a big flake. Okay, well, we're on the scoreboard as far as nuggets go. Now you'll notice they're getting bigger. So we're going to keep going in the same direction, and now we're metal detecting everything. Well, I just finished another crevice. I've been working upstream, and I'm here to tell you, I can't believe the lead I'm finding. But the lead is getting smaller now, and the gold's getting smaller. Let me show you. Okay, well, I think I'm going to work back down to where we found that one piece caught in the bedrock and we were finding the larger gold. And I'm going to work that area really hard. I probably got maybe another hour, and then we got to get out of here. So let me grab the stuff and let's head back down to where we found that stuff. Well, I just found another nice crevice, so I came back up to grab the camera. And I've been leaving the camera right here and running back and forth because this is the one spot I got with the camera set up pretty good. But without a tripod, it takes too long to set the camera up, so I'm further ahead, just leave it here and run back and forth. But I got a nice crevice down there. I'm getting a good reading, so I'm going to grab the camera and take everything back down there and show you what I got. Okay, now you can hear right here we have a deep target. I like the sounds of this one. And then up here we have a much shallower one. Okay, now I wanted to explain real quick why I like the deep target. We're back in the area where we found the real nice piece of gold. Well, our nicest piece so far. And we were finding all the heavy, the larger lead. Now the surface stuff, the loud target, my guess is that's another nice lead sinker. But that deep one, that means it's something down in the bottom of the crevice. And to me, that gives more credence to it may be a piece of gold. So, and also the fact that the gold is a little harder to pick up than the lead is, so they're both pointing to thumbs up to me on that lower one. Okay, let's dig them up. Okay, right here, let's put the handle of the crevice tool. Right there is the one target that's real loud. And you can see that looks like it's gonna be fairly shallow. Okay, where the handle is, the end of the handle is where we have the deep target. Now, if you look at this target, this area, you can see we got a crevice coming this way and we have a crevice coming this way that both meet right where that target is. And to me, that's an ideal situation. Okay, I'm gonna dig her up and see what we got. Okay, our target on top turned out to be a 22 bullet. Now that crevice turned out to be a little deeper than I thought it was gonna be, but it was not packed. And to find the gold, we had no gold in the pan. To find gold, you gotta have that packed. Okay, let's jump on the next one. Okay, you can see we got her dug all the way down and cleaned out. Well, now we'll check it with the metal detector and make sure our target's in the pan. Okay, we got nothing in the hole. Okay, we got it in the pan. Well, I got that panned out, and you're not going to believe what we found. Okay, you probably are. We found another lead weight. Well, we got some gold with it. Let me show you the pan. Okay, you can see here, there's our target with lead weight, but we're back to the larger pieces of gold. Let's see if I can get a close-up on that. So the gold is getting a little bit bigger, so we're back in the right spot. Well, this area seems to have, right in this spot right here where I'm looking, seems to have the largest lead and the largest gold. Problem is, we're running out of time. I've got like 15 minutes left. So I'm gonna just do a quick metal detect here to last spots, and we're not gonna have time to dig any more deep crevices, but we gotta give her one more go before we get out of here. Last pan of gravel. Not only is it getting late, I gotta get home, but the battery's starting to go dead on the detector, so that's a sign it's time to get out of here. Okay, I'm gonna pan this out and hopefully we got some gold. Well, I got her pan down, and I think I'm getting better at this because I had 3 targets, did 3 crevices, but I got 4 pieces of lead. And probably our best pan yet as far as gold goes. Well, let me show you. Okay, you can see here we got 4 nice hunks of lead, some other smaller pieces of lead, and a pretty good line of gold there. That's about it as far as time we're going to have dig crevices. Now, one thing I wanted to cover was it is now late fall. And this is by far the best time of year to go up and crevice, because you can get down, the closer you get to the gut of the river, the larger your gold's going to be. And right now the river's as low as it's going to get. From this point it's going to do nothing but go up. The weather's beautiful. You know, got a sweatshirt on. It's probably, I'm guessing, 50, 60 degrees. I mean, it's absolutely perfect. The hills are beautiful. They're starting to turn color. I mean, I love this time of year up in the mountains. So I strongly suggest, even if you're not going to go mining, just go up and enjoy the hills in the fall, because it won't be long before we're stuck in the house and it's snowing and raining. Okay, well, I'm going to pick everything up and head for the house. So I'll see you back at the house. Well, we made it back to the house, and it's the same day. The only thing that was wrong with today, that kept today from being an absolute perfect day, was it was too short. The weather up there was beautiful. River is beautiful. The river's a little cold. I gotta admit that. You know, your hands get a little cold when you're doing the panning, but other than that, it was perfect. Now, we didn't find a lot of gold, but we found some gold, and I'll tell you what, if I was out after lead, I would have had a killer day today, because we found some lead. Okay, well, I think what we're going to do is, got that all cleaned up. Let's throw it on the scale and see how we did. Okay, let's weigh our lead. And I'm going to weigh the lead in pennyweight so I can figure it out a lot easier. Well, that's a lot of lead. 31 pennyweights is just a little over 1.5 ounces of lead. Okay, let's do the gold now. Let's weigh our little nugget first. Oh, let's switch this back over to grams. Okay, let's weigh the nugget. 1.21 grams. Okay, and put the rest in there. And we ended up with 2.04 grams. Well, I'm okay with that. I mean, I'd have been okay with nothing. I mean, I can't emphasize enough what a beautiful day it was up there today. Okay, well, hopefully I'm going to get to go out and play next weekend. It's kind of iffy right now, but we'll find out. I got a million things to get done, so I'm out of here. You guys have a wonderful day.